A very happy Easter weekend to you. Thanks for clicking on to the Saturday edition of Vogan's US Outlook. The big story in the last couple of days has been that Northern California's Sierra Nevada has seen the wettest year on record. So 2016, 2017 is going down in history for Station 8, recording the greatest amount of precipitation in a water year, surpassing 82, 83. Interesting enough, uh, you have to go back to 1982-83 since the last time Binghamton, New York, received the amount of snow that they've seen. It was a record-breaking snow year for Binghamton with 135.2 inches of snow. But what's interesting is that you have to go back to the 82-83 winter for the last time that Binghamton was the snowiest city in the state of New York. So there's a bit of a link there between California and the snow in Binghamton. I think very interesting indeed. And of course, overall, 82-83, like 16-17, was a fairly warm winter overall. Wildfires are also a big concern over parts of Florida. We've got over 100 wildfires currently burning, and the drought situation there is continuing to worsen. While we've also seen relief in the drought across parts of the northeast, with New England seeing plenty of spring precipitation, so therefore we've really eased off the drought scenario there for Massachusetts in particular. So while the drought worsens in Florida, we're seeing an ease in the northeast, and of course, we have the ongoing near daily, not quite, but near daily severe thunderstorm threat across the central portion of the lower 48. So we continue to maintain this active Pacific storm track as we rattle through the middle part of April. So we're potentially, well, we are technically in the middle portion of spring, and we continue to see severe thunderstorms firing. We've got cooler pushing in on the backside, so we've got a bit of an up and down temperature regime. But of course, as these systems cross over the Rockies, we're lifting very warm, juicy air from the south, from the Gulf, up into the heartland of the country, and therefore we're seeing thunderstorms explode, and they are turning severe. What is interesting is that although we're seeing surges of warmth spread east, followed by some cooler air coming in from the north, um, we are potentially going to see somewhat of a kind of late season cold shot into the eastern half of the country. So as we skip through the loop here, this is the 2 meter temperature anomalies. You can see here the wave of warmth ahead of the frontal system. Cooler follows in behind that. Then we've got the next system coming in. You can see the cooler over California, surge of warmth over the plains and over the Midwest, and eventually into the eastern half of the country. But notice here, as we start to go towards a week from now, so this is next Wednesday, you can see here the chilly air across the northern plains that drops south into into Texas. So a very significant cold front comes through, and we are going to see a real drop in temperature here. We could see nothing unusual, but we could see some late season frost and freezes on the Texas Panhandle, for example, and into parts of the mid Mississippi Valley as well. Warmth ahead of the front, followed by that cold coming right into the eastern half of the country. But look at this here. As we go towards the latter half of April, we've got this residual cold here extending from Texas up into the Great Lakes region, warmth along the east coast. But look at what the model is indicating over south central Canada. And this could be a potentially record breaking spell of cold to end the month of April. With this, notice the sudden surge of warmth in the west. So this is a bit of a flip in what we're seeing at the moment here. Warmer across the west, and we've got this major shot of cold that the GFS is indicating comes right down into Florida here as we go towards roughly about 10 days from now. Long way out, fantasy land. The model could flip around completely, but it's certainly interesting what all the while what the model is overall showing. So something worth keeping a track on as we go towards the latter half of April, but certainly interesting things going on and I hope you can keep it right here on marvgoingweather.com for the very latest information. Have a great Easter weekend. Bye for now.